Best greetings from the cage with praying mantis. Couple days ago I was walking in the center of city and I found an interesting insect. Precisely in the center of city, near the park, I found praying mantis, and this praying mantis sitting here in cage, and I have this opportunity to show you praying mantis and its behavior. I guess so that this is a male of mantis, which has very slender body and cerci, and this is not female, because female is much bigger and stronger. So I suppose so that this is male, and we have opportunity to look for some hunting behavior of this creature. For that we can use some wasps, and I will be trying to show you how praying mantis is walking around, searching for food, searching for aphids. It looks like he tried to eat a little bit grass, but now he's trying to escape, search for food as well. I suppose so I can give you some interesting video of praying behavior, hunting behavior of this praying mantis. Because he's looking around, trying to escape. I'm trying to manipulate a little bit with camera to make better camera view. Sorry for some shaking. I use piece of plant, so he's thinking that this is a prey, this is a food. Like a big food. Big food is coming. I want to put it back to the cage for better view. To be careful. Okay. I'll try to maintain camera. You see, he's trying to eat the plant. Maybe it's possible as well in some rare cases. Mantis can select some tiny insects, like aphids, like some larvae, like some flies. But we have opportunity to give him wasp, so you can recognize that he's belonging to order Orthoptera. In Orthoptera, grasshoppers and crickets were eating some grass, so looks like praying mantis can eat grass as well and flowers. Probably so. Have you seen how praying mantis eating grass? Very funny. So it's predator or not? Who knows? Maybe it's in some occasional conditions mantis can eat grass as well and flowers. Anyway, I have another prey, and this prey is coming here. Who is stronger, praying mantis or wasp? Definitely praying mantis is much stronger, because Praying mantis is very hungry. Praying mantis is a huge predator. So you see how voracious he is. This is not a female, this is a male of mantis, and mantis is feeding on wasp, and this is paper wasp, Palistes. We had some individuals Palistes, so unfortunately for wasp, praying mantis eating wasp alive. So voracious, so strange wasp hunter. Praying mantis can feed on everything what is moving. And now he caught a specimen of paper wasp, genus Palistes. Even some wings are tasty for him. So the bodies will be delicious too. So hungry mantis did not eat for 2 days, maybe more. Where did I find it? I found him just on asphalt road in the center of city. So this specimen of praying mantis keeping wasp in first pair of legs and feeding just this, eating this poor wasp alive, trying to cut hind leg. Sorry about it. And then one by one eating legs and then body. In some cases, praying mantis can be strong enough to hunt on very big wasps, but this wasp is very small. Size of wasp is about 15 millimeters. That's why it's much easier for him to do it. And this is not female. Female is bigger, and this is a male with slender body. Wasp is trying to escape, but it's no way. And this is not a hornet, this is paper wasp, close to yellow jacket. Yellow jacket is genus Parasitoids, but this is Palistes, tiny Palistes wasp. Sorry about it. We have so strange experiment. This is a nature. Predator, one predator eating another predator. Wasp is predator too, because wasp is predaceous insect, hunting for another insects and another arthropods to feed their offspring. But praying mantis is feeding for life. Male needs some energy to live, and female needs some energy to produce egg sacs. But this is just not female. I cannot save it, because first pair of legs are extremely strong. So he caught it. Mantis caught this poor wasp so strongly it's impossible to take off. Even sting cannot help to wasp, because size of wasp is pretty small. For hornet it could be easier. And this poor wasp didn't sting too many, because Palistes is not aggressive wasp. This wasp is very tiny, very helpless and harmless. Some other yellow jackets are aggressive wasp, but Palistes is not very aggressive. You see here, strange praying mantis is very aggressive. And praying mantis is very active, feeding on a wasp. Usually I gave some Zophobos for mantis, but today I don't have larvae of Zophobos. Today we had strange experience with feeding mantis with wasp. Poor wasp, sorry about it. But this is natural situation when one predator, one lion feeding on another lion on another wolf. Because wasps were like wolves, were feeding on some smaller insects, but bigger insects were hunting for smaller insects. And today big insects, such as a predator, mantis, praying mantis, caught poor wasp and feeding on it. Difficult to say, is wasp delicious or not? Probably delicious, probably tasty, otherwise mantis cannot survive. But if you can put some wasps in insecticide, mantis will eat it too with insecticide and it will die. But I didn't use insecticide. This is fresh, tasty wasp. I'm not sure that mouth of praying mantis has any poison. I'm quite sure that mantis is not poisonous. This is strange situation. This is difficult situation. Sorry about it. But usually people thinking that wasps were disgusting. But wasps were not disgusting. Wasps were just irritating us, were stinging sometimes. But mantis can be disgusting because mantis is hunting on everything, is eating it alive. Sorry about it, poor wasp. Because mantis is so strange predator, which is hunting on living insects. Some visitors are coming to our stream. About more than 100 people watching us in a short stream. You can write what country are you coming from to our stream. What country are you watching us? Because I'm translating this video from center of Kyiv, from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. So you know what is the Ukraine country. All right. I see some people are coming to us from Korea, from Sweden. Some people are coming from Ukraine probably. I'm not sure. Rakesh probably from India. Wasp is not Russia. Wasp is okay, I understand. So strong Ukrainian mantis is feeding on bloody wasp, which is meaning Russia. Yes, a good comparison. What is your home country, Rakesh? So yes, it needs to wash mantis legs. India, I understand. So we have visitors from India, from Sweden and Korea. Who is else? Who is else? I cannot say the wasp because wasp is dying. And voracious mantis is feeding on wasp. This is not violence. This is just natural condition. Natural condition. When a wolf is feeding on pig or tiny piglet, this is just natural competition. Competition between phytophagous pig and voracious wolf. And monster mantis cut at head and is feeding just on thorax. We can see anatomy of wasp. Some wings, legs, head, and mantis is feeding on thorax, middle part of body. This is a thorax with one wing. We have 200 visitors for this moment. What is your home country, followers, who is watching us in short streams? Now we are just online. I'm translating it from Kyiv, Ukraine. We have visitors from Korea, India, and Sweden. What else? India as well. Hello to India. So this is natural situation. This is competition. This is competition between different insects. Greetings to USA. What is the state in USA? We had visitors from Alabama, Arizona, from Pennsylvania, from Texas, and Florida. Who are you from? What state are you, Andrew? Yes, there are some movement of body. Some legs are still moving. This is a very slow process of feeding. Thank you for subscription. Welcome to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. I have channel on TikTok as well. But channel on YouTube is more favorite for me. I have some subscribers, 31,000 subscribers, but very few sponsors. So if you want to be sponsor of channel, welcome to press on button sponsorship in YouTube, and you will appear on screen in a green line. Greetings to Honolulu, to Hawaii. My great pleasure to think about Hawaii. Now it's autumn time in Ukraine. It's a little bit cool, but in Hawaii probably now pretty warm, pretty hot, like in Florida or even maybe hotter. What is your home country, Salausa? Are you from USA? Mantis is feeding on wasp. We have praying mantis and we have tiny wasp. Salausa from USA. What is state? It's raining in Korea now. Yes, we are expecting to have rain tomorrow in Kyiv and in Ukraine. Greetings to Hawaii. Thank you. Thank you for coming. You can watch here long body. Hawaii, nice place. Tropical place with extremely interesting insects. I'm studying parasitic wasps. So parasitic wasps in Hawaii are extraordinarily interesting. Many new species have to be described from Hawaii. I'm studying calcid wasps, which are very small and tiny one, just 1 millimeter size, half millimeter size. And just this video is my hobby as kind of outreach activity. Greetings to Birmingham. Greetings to Birmingham. Greetings to United Kingdom. We usually have our favorite visitor from South London. He is coming probably soon. Always when I'm making stream, one visitor from South London is coming. So greetings to England. I do not have scorpions or some strange other predators to feed my mantis, but you have recognized that this tiny wasp didn't have any choice to survive. Even sting is not enough for tiny wasp to fight against mantis, because mantis has a strong mandibles, big head, and so big size of first pair of legs. And now mantis is feeding on so strong head, eating head. So nothing is not thrown away. Everything has to be eaten. Even strong and dry head is eaten as well, with many muscles and some small pieces of brain and lovely antenna. So head is nearly eaten. Mantis eating everything of its prey, and this prey is belonging to paper wasp of a family Vespidae, like Vespa carabra, Vespa velutina, and so on. There is not precisely brain, just small cluster of brain, small pieces of brain. That's not the same brain as invertebrates, because it's just a group of neural cells. Very simple question about parasitic wasps. A lot of literature are available about parasitic wasps, but parasitic wasps are extremely large group. So you can type in internet any precise name, precise group of parasitic wasp, and you can receive a bunch of different literature resources. A lot of papers, articles in different journals, and most of them were available to be downloaded free of charge. If you don't know how to download free of charge, C-Hub is one of ways to download literature. So who is the winner today? Winner is a mantis, praying mantis, which is feeding on Palistes, paper wasp. Why Vladimir is asking about parasitic wasp? What is your subject of interest? Are you studying something in university, or you have some short time visit to UK? Write in comments why you are interested in parasitoids, and what group of parasitoids are you interested in. Parasitoids are a huge group, maybe 20,000 species of different groups. Ichneumonidae, Proctotrupidae, Platygastroidae, Calcidoidae, many different types of behavior and different types of morphology. And today we are watching for morphology of praying mantis and stinging paper wasp of genus Palistes. Microbiology, fungal infection. It's interesting, quite interesting. Thank you. Ichneumoniid wasp can be easily bred in laboratory. So usually for such precise study, people are using laboratory culture, which is cultivated in laboratory, like some Habrobracha hebetor, for instance, from family Braconidae, which is can be easily bred in laboratory. Habrobrachon is easily bred, and tested for different diseases, viral diseases and microbiology diseases. Sorry, our dear wasp. This voracious predator mantis eating very tasty thorax. Thorax, which is middle part of a body of wasp. In other words, another terminology, this is mesosoma. Mesosoma with many muscles, with attached two pairs of wings. First big pair of wings and second small pair of wings. Different muscles attached, three pairs of legs were fallen down. And finally, mantis will eat metasoma, or abdomen, or belly of wasp. Now it's the most tasty part with muscles, because usually voracious wasps were hunting on another insects like bees, flies, and were cutting abdomen, were cutting head, and making a meal like a ball from thorax. And now praying mantis eating the meal, eating the thorax. So wasp didn't have any choice to survive and fly away. Vladimir, what is university in Birmingham? University of Birmingham, probably. Faculty of Microbiology. Quite interesting. Super Mario, what is your home city or home country? Write in comments in chat. Yes, it's quite possible to start parasitoid collection. You can watch some of my videos how to collect parasitoids using yellow plates, how to use different rearing methods, how to rear parasitoids from hosts. It needs a great attention and great curiosity to find host, to keep it in cage, keep it in glass bottles, and rear some parasitoids from eggs, from larvae, from pupae, or even sometimes from adults of another insects. Rearing process is really enjoyable. Greetings to Sweden, to Stockholm. In many cases, connections between parasitoids are just limited by the study of Wolbachia. Wolbachia, which is special tiny organism which is living in many groups of insects, Wolbachia or Wolbachia. And Wolbachia is determining the sex of different insects. And in parasitoids it was studied that if Wolbachia is presented, sex can be changed in the offspring from having males and females, and with Wolbachia, offspring will have only females. So female of parasitoid with Wolbachia becoming parthenogenetically determined. But if we can cure wasps with some antibiotics to eliminate Wolbachia, in some cases we can receive parasitoids of both sexes, males and females, in offspring, but in some cases in genetically determined species, even after curation, after taking care on Wolbachia, parasitoid will have only females without any changes, either with Wolbachia or without Wolbachia. So it's considered to be species with genetically predetermined parthenogenetical type of reproduction. So parthenogenetics in parasitoids, this is very interesting, unique behavior, feature of biology. Unfortunately, wasp is still alive. Half of wasp is alive because some legs are still moving and no movement of abdomen or metathorax. So today we are talking about entomology. We are talking about entomology, about parasitoids, about predators. And who are predators here? Both species are predators. Talking about mantis, also with, I can say, about funny feature of mantis, there are some parasitoids which are hunting on egg masses of mantises as well. Female of praying mantis is laying eggs somewhere outside in your garden, in your orchard, and special parasitoids of genus Podagrionidae, family Taurimidae from calcid wasps are coming. They have a long ovipositor and they can penetrate the bulbs and egg masses of mantises and can parasitize eggs of mantises. So mantis has also parasitoids and natural enemies. Don't be afraid that mantis is the strongest predator. The strongest predator has a very tiny parasitoid which can kill offspring of mantis very easily. And the name of this parasitoid, Podagrion, very nice. Parasitoids about 3 millimeters size, and they are worldwide distributed. If you can collect some egg masses of mantis anywhere in the world, in the tropics or temperate region, you can keep egg masses in a glass tube and you can receive either larvae of mantis or you can receive parasitoids. So parasitoids will destroy all egg masses. So they are very much successful. And it's quite interesting that some species of parasitoids, they have feature of foragy. They have feature of foragy. Foragy, when one insect can carry another insect. Some parasitoids from Platygastridae order are traveling on the body of mantis. And where is parasitoids, how they are traveling? Parasitoids are hiding beneath this strange with very big wings of mantis. Mantis has very strong, very nice wings. I can try to... No. Okay, I will not touch too much. Yes. Somewhere beneath of these wings, here 2 pairs of wings, very beautiful ones. We can watch how mantis is breathing, so you see some movement. Mantis is breathing. And so enemies of mantis, some Platygastrid egg parasitoids, are hiding beneath the wings of mantis and traveling to another place. Mantis is not very happy looking what is disturbing. Who is disturbing? It's me with forceps. So you see here some nice antennae. So you're very happy. You're nearly fed. Yes. Eating other parts of body. So I'm quite sure that some parasitoids, egg parasitoids of mantises in tropical areas are weakly studied because it needs a great care to collect egg masses, very careful breeding, very careful rearing, and you can receive excellent egg parasitoids of mantises in captivity. What is about question? Skirim, what is your home city? What is your question? Some of our visitors are introducing themselves saying about their home country. We have visitors today from India, from England, from Birmingham, from Sweden, Stockholm, from Korea. What else? Many people are hesitating to write their country because they are not from English-speaking country or from not very friendly country. Best greetings to Hungary. I have been in Hungary couple times. I visited Kőszeg during Hymenoptera conference in Kőszeg in western part of Hungary. We had very excellent expedition collecting some insects near Kőszeg with our Hungarian entomologist colleague Dr. Turuci Csaba, who is studying calcid wasps of family Pteromalidae. He's my great friend. We know him for decades. He's studying taxonomy of calcid parasitoids of family Pteromalidae and family Mimaridae. Vladimir is asking about parasitoids. Someone asked me already about my favorite parasitoid. To know about my favorite parasitoid, you can watch the movie of BBC, which is named Life Under Growth. 3 series of Life Under Growth with scriptwriter and presenter David Attenborough. One script is done with consultant, and I was consultant. I sent some material to David Attenborough, and he showed this tiny parasitoid which is named Pristwichia aquatica. Pristwichia aquatica from family Trichogrammatide, tiny egg parasitoid of eggs of Daiticidal wasp, predaceous diving beetles, not wasps. So David Attenborough took my parasitoids, which I sent him from Ukraine, in hands. He had parasitoids in small glass tube and said, and now I'm releasing this wasp to the pond where this tiny aquatic wasp is living. And he released the wasp in the pond because aquatic parasitoids were living inside water. Under the water, were just swimming under the water by their legs. And some aquatic parasitoids swimming by their wings. Typhodites, egg parasitoids of skaters, aquatic Gyaridae bugs, were very strange, very unique, were swimming like penguins, not by legs but by wings. Like penguins, we use wings, so some parasitoids of family Platygastridae, Typhodites, swimming under the water. My great pleasure to see herpetologist, who is very close to entomology, greetings to zoologist, researcher, or just person who likes herpetology, snakes, tortoises, lizards and others. Zoologists were very special people. They like such strange creatures, like I'll show you now, like strange mantises. And we can watch now just this strange process of evening lunch for our mantis, our male of mantis, praying mantis, which is feeding on abdomen of paper wasp of a genus Palistes. Dark-eyed entertainment. What is your home country? Are you from USA or from another country? Hyperparasitic wasps are really strange as well. It's quite difficult to collect sometimes parasitoids because parasitoids can be parasitized by secondary parasitoids. And there are some even tertiary parasitoids. Because if we have host of sufficient size, it can be parasitized by different parasitoids. I hope you have understood about parasitoids of mantis as well. Greetings to Texas. These praying mantis are not very small. You see quite a big one, maybe 60 millimeters. And this is a male, not very fat, you see, more or less slender body. If it would be female, I need to feed it with several wasps. I guess so one wasp will be not enough for female. Female can eat many of them. Greetings to USA. Greetings to Arizona, Alabama, Pennsylvania, Texas, California. And what is your state? Texas, right. We have sometimes visitors from other continents, like Australia, from Asia. Not too many people are coming from Africa, because it's not entertaining for them. But evening time, usually people are just scrolling the screen of shorts in YouTube, and some strange pictures are coming. And this is a really strange picture, because I'm translating you praying mantis from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. Today we had visitors from USA on governmental level who just decided some politics in Ukraine. Half of the day was very quiet, and evening time we had several times air sirens about possible missiles attack, about some drones attack. Fortunately, still now it's more or less quiet. No drones came to city, but we have a very good air missile protective system, and sometimes it's working, very noisy, but working successfully and destroying all bloody drones which are coming to Ukrainian cities and even to Kyiv in midnight or early morning time. Sometimes mantises can be very small, very tiny, very specific. But this species is very common. Green in one and with white wings. Another species in the south of Ukraine has a very special red and reddish wings and very special shape of body, sometimes really very unique and pleasant to observe. Thank you for questions. So it was opportunity to talk not only about mantis, but to talk about entomology. Some questions, some professional questions about entomology science are always pleasant to share. Thank you for questions. It needs to try to collect insects, needs to try to collect parasitoids, and you can receive hyperparasitoids. What else? Our mantis is looking around to be careful. Adults of mantises are not hibernating. Usually female is laying a group of eggs in special kind of like cocoon in a praying mass, like in a foam. Eggs are covered with foam, which is hardening and becoming very strong like a stone, like a plastic. So eggs of mantis are hibernating. Some in different places, like on the stems of trees, bushes, shrubs, just on grass. And this foam is water resistant, strong, and can survive during rainy autumn, winter, and spring. And so tiny mantis larvae are coming just somewhere in the beginning of next summer. But before eggs of mantises are hardening inside this foam mass, some parasitoids are coming and laying eggs inside eggs of praying mantis foam. So they're penetrating egg masses and parasitizing them sometimes 70-90%. We have very excellent collection of Podagrion genus, which is kept in the collection of our institute, because I am working as entomologist at the Institute of Zoology of National Academy of Sciences in Kyiv, Ukraine. We have excellent collection of calcid wasps, including Eurytomidae family, Dorimidae family, Megastigmidae family, Eulophidae, Trichogrammatidae, Pteromalidae, Encertidae, and others, including some ants of Formicoidea superfamily, some ichneumanoid wasps, Braconidae and Ichneumonidae, both groups of Ichneumonidae, Braconidae, and Ichneumonidae. We have excellent collection of type material. More than 1,000 species of parasitic wasps have been described by our specialists in Institute of Zoology in Kyiv. more than 1,000 new species of parasitoids have been described, and type material with red labels are kept in our collection in Kyiv. Someone is asking about how the wildlife has been affected by the war. As some ecologists are saying, for birds and for animals, some birds and animals are surviving in areas which are not under the war, surviving if we are just living in some reservations outside of a front line. Ukraine has a front line of about 1,000 kilometers. Before it was 600 kilometers front line under the permanent attacks. Now front line is about 1,000 kilometers. It's quite alone. Everything is destroyed along this front line. But in some places, like far away, like in the Carpathian region, like in regions near Chernobyl reservation, there are some places where animals can survive. And also hunting activity is prohibited, so if no hunting, some birds can survive. But some birds cannot survive if you are flying through the front line. So everyone can be killed if we cross the front line in eastern and south part of Ukraine. Tony Rome, are you from Italy? What is your home country? What is your home country, misfit? Mantis is dying in the winter, but egg masses are surviving. What part of America? USA. What state in USA? As I said, not all egg masses of mantis is surviving because in many cases egg masses are infested with parasitoids of its subfamily Podagrioninae family Taurimidae. Very nice parasitoids with long ovipositor. Greetings to USA, greetings to Maryland. My great pleasure to have visitor from Maryland. Mystical misfit from unknown place. Greetings to Western Virginia. My pleasure. So we already had visitors on our channel from California, New York, Alabama, Arizona, Florida, Pennsylvania, Texas, and now Maryland and West Virginia. So not and Hawaii. My great pleasure. Now it's probably morning time in States, and I'm translating it from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine, and it's actually midnight in Kyiv. So pretty quiet. Fortunately, we don't have air alert siren now at the moment, but we had already 3 times air alert before for short period with alert about possible ballistic missiles attack and air drone attacks. Fortunately, nothing happened. No drones came or just arrived. But some days ago we had strong drones attack, and it was very noisy. Explosions in the city. Several times, many times. Yes, I'm translating it from Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. Capital of Ukraine is in the center of Kyiv. In center of Ukraine. I see. Near 5 p.m. in Texas. And now I have opportunity to show the continuation of this lunch. I have another wasp to continue the lunch. Sorry for poor wasp. Can remain. Mantis nearly ate everything, finishing with abdomen. New wasp is coming. Yes, lunch is continuing. To be correct, this is not a female, this is a male. Because I want to release females back to the nature. I have a cage with Parasitic, and there are some males and females, and I will release them back to the nature in the next days. Social wasps as Parasitic, we have several castes. We have queen, we have drones, we have workers, and late summer, in autumn, social nest and colony is degrading, so that's why new queens and new drones are coming, emerging from the cells. And you see here, this is a male which is trying to sting the mantis, but this is not a sting. This is just male genitalia on the top of abdomen. This praying mantis is about 6 centimeters size, 6-7 centimeters size, and wasp is about 15 millimeters. So pretty big one. Of course, for male is not so big. Male is slender and smaller, but female is fat and much 2 centimeters bigger, maybe 8 or 10 centimeters can be. So because this is a slender male, you see body is quite a long one. We have nearly 300 visitors who are watching us, who is watching us from Ukraine. Yeah, sometimes we're quite a big one. 5 inches, quite a big one. Surprisingly, but mantis is not stinging, but sometimes first pair of legs are pretty strong. Mantis can catch you on finger and it's sometimes not pleasant. First pair of legs has with horns, and horns sometimes like biting you if you are trying to catch it. Very interesting question about wasps, about discovery of wasps. How many new species of wasp I have described. You can check it on my Wikipedia page. I have put all names on my Wikipedia and I have described 33, probably 33 or 36, not 30, 53 or 56 species of wasps and some other insects. some species of flies as well. 56 species of new insects, new for science. All names indicated in Wikipedia. Mantises are not harming insects. They are harming only, not harming humans. They're feeding on insects and on possibly on some arthropods like spiders, maybe on some isopods and different arthropods. Can easily catch spider as well, small one. Yes, one person is asking, have farmers in Ukraine been able to plant crops, sunflowers and wheat this year? Yes, very good question. I have been visiting a couple times beekeeping farm near Kyiv, in 30-50 kilometers nearby. We have been gathering, harvesting some honey in a beekeeping farm, and when we were traveling, I looked around for fields around. Some fields have not been planted because they had some mines, and some farmers even died in farms. Some factories have been closed nearby, but some fields are filled with crops, with soybeans, with sunflowers, and with wheat. So it depends from owner, because this is not a governmental ownership for crops. Some farmers are planting. So they're planting, they're still planting sunflower, soybeans, wheat, and maize or corn as well. Maize or corn is the most popular, the same popular as sunflower. Despite any circumstances, despite war, farmers are working. We need to work to survive. We need to work to have some profit. It's strange that we are working even in the war situation. And beekeepers are harvesting their honey too. In some places like South Ukraine, Eastern Ukraine, beekeeping industry is suffering because climate change and very hot summer, because many flowers are outside, not many crops like sunflower, which is giving less nectar as well for beekeepers. But nevertheless, farmers and beekeepers are working, trying to make profit. No, Ukraine is able to grow food despite all circumstances. It's visible on some market where we have some local honey, we have local crops, we have local vegetables, apples, and of course in supermarkets many things are imported. But in small local markets we have local food, local vegetables and fruits. Vladimir is very curious about my Wikipedia. Wikipedia is checking everything. So you can check my profile. I'm just presented on my YouTube channel for more than 10 years, so everything is visible, but not everything for sure, because some private details I didn't indicate on my pages. We have 200 visitors on our webpage, on our stream. Many people are scrolling shorts and surprised by this strange animal, Mantis, which is feeding on poor, very poor wasp. Sorry about it. And you can indicate what country are you coming from, new visitors. From Sweden or from USA or from England. Hyperdrive, what is your home country? Are you from USA? Pleasant comment. Just here to spread kindness. I hope you have chat with amazing day full of blessing. Thank you very much. Thank you. Greetings to UK. Best greetings to Scotland, Wales and England. And North Ireland as well. I've been in Ireland as well. I visited Dublin and places around. One of my friends is just visiting temporary Ireland too. Oh, it's becoming some noise outside. Looks like some raining started. Today we had amazing warm day. And evening time, this midnight, heavy rain started. Tomorrow probably will be a raining day. What is the city in UK? Quite I'm curious to know, because I visited approximately 15 cities, 15 big cities in UK. I have been in Edinburgh, in London for sure, Stratford-upon-Avon, Richmond, Sheffield, and Bath as well, and some other cities. 15 cities I visited using traveling bus with students group when I visited England, when I was working in a natural history museum in London on famous address Cromwell Road, near the Cromwell Road underground station. And I lived near the zoo, near the Madame Tussauds Museum. Okay, greetings to Hungary. Would like to see you soon on my channel and see you in next streams. Thank you for coming. Our funny mantis is feeding on wasp and just completing second individual feeding on thorax or mesosoma. Mesosoma with muscles, so we can study anatomy of insects. Question coming about parasitic flies. Well, parasitic flies are very interesting. You can easily collect parasitic flies if you keep some culture of insects. And these flies are belonging to family Foridae. For instance, if you have some larvae and pupae of honeybees, you can keep them open, and these Foridae flies obviously will come as destructors, as cleaners. They will lay eggs and will eat all dying larvae of honeybees in cells. So that's why Foridae flies are very funny, very interesting and curious, and they have economical importance. They are very small and they have funny running behavior. Someone was coming who is not understanding English. So try to collect Foridae, they are very interesting. And when I had some culture of Foridae, which I was breeding on larvae of honeybees, some parasitoids of family Pteramalidae were coming to my balcony and parasitized these Foridae flies. Because it's quite easy if you have pupae or pupariums of flies, you can keep them in a culture in a plastic bag, put it just on balcony, on veranda, or just near window. Some parasitoids are coming to your apartment, can come to your balcony. They are searching for food, they are searching for flies and parasitoids of family Pteromalidae are coming and parasitizing pupariums. So you can try to repeat it. Very interesting. Yes, with some. Because I started observation for flies on my balcony from fruit flies, Drosophila flies. It's the same. Some parasitoids are coming to parasitize Drosophila flies. But if you have Forid, they will come to Forid pupariums. And a group of Forid not very big, but quite curious, and they have very interesting morphology. Forid are small flies, about 2 mm size, with strange running and jumping behavior, and very interesting morphology. Yes, that's right. In Russian, Forid is горбатки, horny flies. Very funny. So if you are interested in some parasitic flies, try to catch them. And they're economically important, so the study can be supported from different angles, under different ways. Officially, by entomological community and practical communities or commercial community as well. Okay, our mantis is finishing. Wasp, but this is not a female. This is not female. I'm quite sure that this is a male, because body is very slender. And I collected this praying mantis just on asphalt road near the center of city. I was walking on the asphalt road and I was surprised under the chestnut tree. This funny green mantis was sitting. Okay, translation, good one. This is for a Russian-speaking community. This is a male. I guess some adults are watching us, and some children can watch as well, because stream video is coming to smartphones very easily from shorts. Usually in evening time, night time, people are scrolling the screen of smartphones. Something strange is coming, and so we see strange praying mantis with big body, with large body. You see about 6-7 centimeters size. Who knows? You can identify female just on the face, on the shape of face. I'm not quite sure. We can recognize. There are several species of praying mantis, and one mantis is invasive and introduced species in Ukraine and distributed on South Ukraine. Maybe this is a male, maybe female. It depends. Ovipositor is not visible. So far, so good. And size is pretty small. I've seen some small cerca on the top of the body. Next time I show you 2 individuals of mantis from collection to show difference between male and female. Our mantis is feeding on thorax of wasp, and mantis is keeping abdomen in left hand, in left legs with horns. Most important part of legs, horny parts which allow them to catch the prey, prey and keep it toughly. My great pleasure, Vladimir. If you are curious, you can find my email as well on Facebook and under description of this video. If you have some private questions, you can visit me by email. If somebody watch video and want to be sponsors from our 250 visitors, welcome to be sponsored on YouTube, and your name will appear in the green line immediately now in chat line. Or you can visit Patreon page too. I'm in Kyiv, capital of Ukraine. Мы смотрим это видео из Киева, столицы Украины. Если вам интересно задать вопросы приватные, можете найти электронную почту под описанием моих видео. And this video just for English-speaking audience, because English-speaking audience is larger, and people are watching us from America, from South America, from North America, from Europe, from Asia, from India, from Australia as well. This is a great way of movement from small village near Volga River to UK. Don't write personal messages, because now too many haters can watch messages, and not all people like other people who is working, who is living, who is immigrating abroad. Many people are just dreaming to escape to favorite place somewhere abroad, but some people are hating others who escaped already. I have been living in England for 1 year. I have been living in London for 1 year, and I have visited 15 cities in Britain. And nearby I visited also Ireland and some countries in Europe and Asia as well. If some of our visitors is interested in entomology and want to support my channel, welcome to visit Patreon page for some donations. It's a funny feedback, small donations, because I'm doing this kind of outreach activity mostly free of charge. I'm not making business on television. This is kind of outreach activity or educational activity. Always very pleasant to find some curious, interesting people who can ask good questions and have a good scientific mind. And I agree that science has no boundaries. But brain and mind has some boundaries. So that's why some people will have a very limited brain mind, unfortunately. Even in science, by the way. Our funny mantis is finishing thorax of Polistes wasp. Oh, Svetlana just checking something in internet, checking something in my Wikipedia page, I guess. That's a good idea. So you can check Wikipedia, you can find my publications, you can download my publications on ResearchGate or Academia Edu. You can write some articles about science and about parasitoids as well, in different languages. I can speak 3 languages, Russian, Ukrainian, and English, but this is English-speaking stream and English-speaking channel. So that's why it's much more pleasant to invite some people from India who can understand English and cannot understand Russian. So we can communicate with people from USA, from Australia, from Brazil, and it's enlarging our mind, enlarging our communication, and enlarging view of positive people about Ukraine. And if we have some haters, quite easy to delete haters, and too much curious people. Thank you for visiting my channel. Thank you for your curiosity. Thank you for questions. Welcome to my next streams on my channel. Welcome to visit my sponsorship page on YouTube and on Patreon. And I see that my telephone is recharging, showing some limit in energy. We have still 200 visitors. Someone can write, what is your home country? I'm quite sure someone from Asia, from Vietnam was visiting us. We had visitors from Korea. Write your home country. This is feedback to understand the audience who is watching us. Greetings to Ireland. Greetings to Ireland. Greetings to Dublin. I liked very much Bailey and Irish beer when I visited Dublin. It was a really enjoyable time when I visited Natural History Museum in Ireland. Best greetings to Michigan in USA. My great pleasure. Thank you for supporting Ukraine. Thank you, Jeremy. I'm quite sure that not all people just watching us who are biologists, but sometimes it's a great pleasure to find biologists and entomologists who is curious in the subject. And so entomologists, ethologists, ecologists can write funny, interesting questions. So this is a feedback of my outreach activity, educational activity for different type of people. Ordinary people who is not familiar about insects. If I'm showing you some flies, some wasps, or some another insect creatures, it's enlarging view on world of insects. Some people will not afraid of wasps, will not afraid of insects, and will not kill them, will not destroy them. But some people hating insects. That's very natural because people are hating everything. I'm quite sure that this is a male because I can show you some cerca. This is abdomen. So to prove that this is a male, I show the top of abdomen. You can see here wings and 2 small horns. These are not horns, these are cerca, which are very specific for males of praying mantis. So this is a male which finished feeding on on 2 wasps of genus Parasitoids. And now I want to show you some Parasitoids in a cage to entertain you more. So you see abdomen of mantis, abdomen of wasp, inside legs of praying mantis. So nice. And I can show you some wasps. Some wasps are coming to our stream. Wait a minute. I have cage with wasps. Wasps are coming. Sorry, this is a mantis. Do you like praying mantis? It's so beautiful. Many people are keeping mantis for curiosity, to feeding them in captivity. And now I show you not only mantis, still feeding. Horny legs with great horns. Mantis doesn't afraid of me, and even I keep it in fingers, it doesn't disturb his feeding activity. Yes, some people are trying to make some provocations, but usually I delete them and do not pay attention. Their name is very simple, haters. They are haters. So that's why we can delete them. Thank you for your curiosity, thank you for interest in science, and thank you for interest in our educational activity. And for some people who didn't watch our previous videos, I show you some wasps which have been used for this video. This is a nest with Parasitoids, which I'm using for observations. I used this wasp in my other videos. So many wasps, and this is our funny boy, which is sitting on the lid. I can increase magnification. You can watch more videos about wasps on my translation page. And today we had some stories about entomology, stories about parasitoids, stories about mantis. Thank you for your interest and curiosity. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. And don't forget, stand with Ukraine. And subscribe to my channel, don't forget about it. And don't forget, support Ukraine. And don't forget, help Ukraine. And Ukraine will win. Thank you for curiosity. I hope it was interesting, entertaining, and useful for you from the side of educational activity and from the side of entomology science. Join my channel and join my new streams. See you soon in new streams. Do you have private questions? Welcome to use email. Greetings to Armenia. Glory to Ukraine, glory to heroes. Bye bye, see you soon on my channel.